Hello to whoever's watching. My name is Wallace Love Jr. I'm a psych major here at UNC Charlotte. I am part of the University Honors Program, and one of the classes I'm taking in this program is called Critical Thinking and Communication 2530, which is the reason why I'm doing this topic and the reason I'm doing this class. So the topic you see right in front of you is the impact of growth mindset for gifted and honor students. To break down why I'm doing this topic, on the one hand, I'm an honors student at UNC Charlotte. I want to learn more about the honors program, what it takes to be a student, and what it takes to, like just be here, and some of the traits they share and they have. For a gifted student, I just found out that term not too long ago, and I honestly could apply for that as well, but I want to do some more research on that before I can identify myself. And for the growth mindset side, I actually learned this topic about ninth or 10th grade. Our teacher told us about this, and like it really spoke to me, like the ability to learn and keep learning for like a specific goal or reason, or just to that's who you are, just to keep on wanting to experience more and do more in the world around you. And so I wanted to learn more about it, so I did the topic about it, and I connected that with both honors and growth mindset. So yeah, let's see what I did. If it will continue to slide over. All right, cool. So what does it mean to be in a gifted honors education? Uh, to be here, you have to have a certain kind of traits and skills that kind of set you aside from the rest. So one skill that I found out was they excel in academics with ease. Both gifted and honors education students have this ability to excel in academics and do so at a level that their peers cannot. They have this way about them that just sets them aside where they can just see a topic and know a topic. It comes to them like really easily. And because of that, they do well in school. They have this way that they can just see an issue and they can just manage it in ways that a lot of people can. So I think that's like really remarkable of them. Another way is they have a drive and willingness to learn. Both students just have this way to want to learn more and do more in the world. And to do so, you have to have effort. You have to want to learn more. You have to want to have this drive, this motivation that's already built inside you. And that's what these students have. They want to do more of what they know and do more of what they have. And they want to pursue and do more within education. So honors education is the reason like why so many students just excel in like the workplace. It doesn't just set us up in the classroom, but also in society. We do these activities with like like-minded people, like-minded students, and it helps us, figure ourselves out of who we are and who we want to be. And I feel like that helps both in that school way where we have to, make sure we focus on an assignment or like have this dedication to do that. And also in the social aspect where we could like talk more and do more with people that want to do what we're doing as well, just like-minded people. So, what is a growth mindset and what's the importance of it? One simple thing I have for it is a belief that intelligence is always growing. This is by Carol Dweck in 2014. And Carol Dweck is actually the person who coined the term growth mindset. So basically, yeah, the belief that intelligence is always growing. This means that the brain is just never stopping. The brain is continue to go and continue to go. The ball is always rolling. Everything you do is something you grow from. Everything. Tying your shoes, writing something down on a piece of paper, watching TV. We grow continuously because we're doing all these random things. The use of effort and hard work play a vital role. You can't just have a growth mindset and be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. No, you have to put yourself out there to do more and to like, to want to learn more. It doesn't just take some simple, I might do it. No, you have to have that effort. You have to have that hard work. You have to want to do more, to have that motivation to build and build until you reach that peak. And one trait that people with growth mindset have is that they're curious about everything around them. They see more and they want to do more. They see like some instrument and they want to like learn more about that instrument. They want to continue to play it, learn more, maybe hire a tutor, just whatever they want to do with their needs, they're going to do because they're curious. And that's what drives them to the next level, their curiosity. So on the other side of growth mindset, which is the ability to keep on learning, you have a fixed mindset. So this is a belief that skills will always remain the same. There's nothing called, oh, I could just build my levels up. No, no, that's for a person with a fixed mindset, they are who they are, and that's who they're going to remain. Intelligence is something that you're just born with and can't change. That's a quote from a fixed mindset person that you are who you are, you got what you got, that's it. And that's a belief that is just very, very wrong. There's nothing called that shouldn't be a real concept of fixed mindset because everything is growth. Through everything, there's something to be learned from. And one of the major things that a fixed mindset will cause is that it won't allow for personal growth to happen. With a fixed mindset, you can't learn. You don't want to learn. You put yourself in these opportunities and you just see them as like, oh, just time wasted. And having that be your worldview is just terrible. You won't do anything, you won't excel the way you should. And yeah. So that brings me to my main question, my main inquiry question. What is the impact of growth mindset for gifted and honored students? And I feel like this is a thing beneficial for anyone to learn more about. Having a growth mindset just separates you from anybody. And even though it separates you, it puts you with other people because it puts you with other people that have a growth mindset, other people that want to learn more and do more of what they know and what they have. So the major benefits of a growth mindset for these students, for honors and gifted students, it allows the students to grow from mistakes. From a video I saw from Andrew Huberman, who was a clinical psychologist, he brought up the term of like growing from mistakes, that mistakes are what pushes forward. To make a mistake means it's just another ability to grow, right? It's just we can't have mistakes and not learn from them because that's how we excel in life. That's how we know not to do something again. We have to make mistakes to do it. If we get an F on a test, we can't just let that discourage us. We gotta let it build us. We gotta let it get us to that next level. It builds confidence in themselves and the work they do. Having a growth mindset means, I can make these mistakes, but I'm not gonna let that get me down. Nah, I'm gonna let it build me up. I'm gonna let it give me my confidence, my motivation to keep on going, to keep on pushing, so I can get an A, I can pass the test. That's what a growth mindset does. It gives us this reassurance that okay, we got this, we're gonna make it into this. So yeah, and it helps students not like be afraid to try new things and to learn from them. And right here, I have a link listed from a study done in Peru. So there was a lot of growth mindset interventions happening, and many teachers wanted to teach these students these concepts. And some of the students in like the metropolitan area, they didn't really grasp onto it because there's just so many, like so little teachers, but so many students that they couldn't really focus their time. But in some of the rural schools that didn't have that many students, but the teachers could help, these students like kind of grasped onto it and they wanted to like have this mindset because with this mindset, they did better in class, they did better on tests and exams, and it ultimately like made them better students in general. And so, yeah, there comes cons, there comes pros, but I feel like if there's one pro that outweighs a con, I feel like that one pro is the most important thing. So, what can teachers do with this experience? And what can teachers do and what can they experience while they do these interventions? So, they have to make sure they accommodate for the students' needs. If you want to like teach a gifted honor students, know what they are and know what they're about. They have to create assignments that can determine what students are academically. The best thing they could do for this is pre-assessment test. This helps get like a idea of where the students are academically, so the teachers could like modify their needs and like be the best they can for the student and to help out in any way they can. And to make sure they recognize what a gifted and honor student is. A lot of students are underrepresented, upper rep, underrepresented in like this community and everything. Like they're kind of seen as like white and male. That's definitely changed over the years, but still, that's still prevalent in today's world. So the best thing a teacher has to do is just realize that, okay, I see a student like succeeding, let me build onto that. Let me help that student out in a way that other teachers didn't, but I can. Now, if these benefits come cons, and that's what everything is. So some students may not catch on. They're gonna see this and be like, oh, uh, doesn't really apply to me, so I'm not gonna like be part of it. And that's everybody. That's what happens. So what the teacher can do around that is just make sure they hear the student out on why they don't think that's that for them, but still be there for the student and still like try to help them on, push them to like where they need to go. And having these tests and everything, it can make it like to where the teacher focuses on one group of students and not the other, focus on the honors and gifted students and not the other students. So the best thing for this is to separate them by classes. So you have the honors and gifted students here who have like this desired goal, and the regular students in this category who just, just want to pass. And I don't know, no, there's nothing wrong with these regular students at all. It's just you have to separate them because they have these different needs. And the main goal for like these growth mindsets is if the students can apply this in everyday life. Some studies show that they would just do these in the classroom and not like have these mindsets in the real world, which is where it matters. And because of that, some people think it's a waste. I feel if it does help one student, it can help any student. And I say this to just say a growth mindset is beneficial for anyone. My mother, who just turned 65, she's on her way to get her law degree, and she's still continuing to do this. She's on her way to doing it. And at this age, I'm just like, wow, she can pursue her dreams. Why can't anybody else? And I hope all students just develop a growth mindset, not just honors, not just gifted, because this applies for anyone who wants to learn. And this applies for any student that just has this drive to learn. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this presentation. Thank you.